So these are simplifying radical notes. So over here is a list of all of our perfect squares. These are numbers that when you take the square root, you get a whole number out of it. So when we are simplifying perfect squares, we first look to see where the number lies on our list. So 64, square root of 64 is right here. So the answer for square root of 64 is plus or minus 8. Okay, so it can be positive 8 or it can be negative 8. Okay, so next one is the square root of 108. So when I'm doing this one, what I'll notice is that falls between 100 and 121. So the first number I'm going to check to see if it goes in there is 100. So to check it, I just type it into Desmos. So 108 divided by 100, I get a decimal, so it can't be 100. Next, I'm going to try 81. Our goal is to find the biggest number that can go into it evenly, the biggest perfect square. So 81 doesn't go into it evenly, so that's out. So next number I'm going to check is 64. Nope, doesn't go into it evenly. And I've got to do 49. Nope. 36. Yeah, so square root of 108 is the same as the square root of 36 times the square root of 3. Notice that I kept the square roots on them. Okay. And then I know the square root of 36 is plus or minus 6. Square root of 3 isn't on this list at all, so I just leave it square root of 3. So square root of 108 is the same thing as positive negative 6 square root of 3. That's the simplified form. Next one is the square root of 80. So square root of 80 falls right here between 81 and 64. So I'm going to go ahead and start dividing that to see which one divides in evenly. So 80 divided by 64. Nope, decimal. And I'm going to go ahead and do 49. 49 is a decimal again. So I've got 36. Nope, decimal. So I got to do 25. 25 is a decimal, so I'm going to leave that one out. Then I got to try 16. Oh, whole number. So we've got square root of 16 times the square root of 5. And I know square root of 16 is plus or minus 4. And square root of 5 is not on my list at all, so I'm just going to leave it square root of 5. So I know square root of 80 is the same as plus or minus square root of 5. And I also know that because when I type these in, the decimals will be the same. So if I do the square root of 108, I get 10.39. And when I do 6 square root of 3, I get 10.39. So these numbers are equivalent. I could do the same thing with the second example. So square root of 80 is 8.94, and 4 square root of 5 is 8.94. So they want to stay equivalent. They should come out to be the same decimal.